You're not accomplishing your goals because you're not planning properly. Let me stop. Honestly, I don't know why you're not accomplishing your goals. I know that I've had some success accomplishing my goals over the last 2 years. So I want to share the method that I'm using, plus a minor tweak that I'm making with you today. More than likely, you're looking at your goals from a bird's eye view, trying to plan out the entire year in one setting. If you want to be successful, I know for a fact that you need to get real details when it comes to accomplishing your goal. My name is Shannon Jalisa if you are new here, and I am your new favorite comfort YouTuber. I've been planning my new year month by month for the last 2 years, and I think this method plus a minor tweak that I'm going to be making this year will allow both you and I to not only start but to also finish. My pastor preached a New Year's Eve sermon that really resonated with me on several different levels in several different areas in my life, and there were 2 points specifically that I keep replaying over and over in my head, so I want to share them with you today before we get into the whole planning process. I have them written down in my phone, and I literally am looking at it constantly because it's the truth that I needed to hear. So the first point was that inconsistency robs you of the time of which you could be using to advance, but you're using it to restart. And the second point is that inconsistency is the enemy that keeps you in seasons of perpetual starting over. In all fairness, the way my brain is set up, I'm responsible for like 20% of my inconsistency. But this year, I really want to focus on creating the systems that I need to help me show up and actually finish the things that I set out to accomplish this year. And hopefully, me sharing my method with you today is going to help you do the same. So I like to get out the house and go to a space where I can let my creativity flow. So we're going to head to my favorite coffee shop to get some mood boarding going and to start planning for the month of January. I've been using this planning process for the last 2 years. While it worked well, as someone who's neurodivergent, I knew that I needed a little bit more structure and accountability to really stick to my goals. In this video, I will be sharing how I plan in 5 steps: reflection, intention setting, visual inspiration, affirmations and prayer, and then the last step, journaling. Each step helps me create a plan that feels intentional, but it's also doable. If you're someone who struggles to stick with your goals, especially if you feel overwhelmed by the whole new year, new me hype, maybe starting with a journal can help you too. So grab some coffee, tea, or a matcha, and let me walk you through how I'm planning for the month of January. A few days prior to setting up my journal, I took some time to think about 2024. I wanted to think about what worked, what didn't work, and where I fell off. For example, I realized that I crushed it with meal planning, but I kind of fell off the wagon when it came to taking my supplements. This step is all about being honest with yourself without the judgment. So you can write it down, speak it out loud, whatever works for you. For me, journaling helps me see the patterns and it gives me a chance to reset with intention. So now that you have a baseline from your 2024, now it's time to set the vibe for 2025. So instead of just listing goals, I ask myself, what kind of energy do I want to bring this year? For example, it's consistency for me. What's your word or vibe for the year? Drop it in the comments because I would love to know. After we've gotten real clear about our intentions, I want you to move on to your visual inspiration. Yeah, we can finally start to mood board at this point. But when you're pulling images from Pinterest, don't just pull images all willy-nilly. It's a way for you to visualize the life that you want to create. So you want to be specific. I include everything from my dream body, my career goals, even the vibes of the family traditions that I want to start. I'll also add pictures of water bottles, matcha lattes, because those are the things that I'll be drinking this year, and I need to keep the vision front and center. I want to finish what I start. One of my intentions for this year is to make health a priority, not just for aesthetics, but because I want to feel my best, and I feel my best when I'm taking care of myself. So I want to make sure that I'm eating clean 95% of the time. I'm hitting my 15K steps. I'm getting in my Pilates and my strength training each week, all the things. It doesn't stop there. We create mood boards because we want to visualize our dream lives, but without God, nothing is possible. So I like to set the tone spiritually with affirmations and prayer. I'll write down affirmations like, I am consistent, I am worthy of the life that I desire, and then I pray over my goals because I know that I can't do it on my own. I also started incorporating scriptures that align with my goals. For example, for consistency, I'm leaning on Galatians 6:9. Let us not grow weary of doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest. This step grounds me and reminds me why I'm doing this. So I wouldn't leave this part out if I were you. Last but not least is the journal prompts. This is the new addition to my process. I'm going to use it to dig deeper and to get specific, documenting how I feel month to month. Mood journaling and goal setting isn't just about productivity, it's about alignment. They help me stay aligned and connect with my why. And it reminds me to enjoy the journey as much as the destination. So if you're looking to switch things up with your planning for the new year, I highly suggest mood board journaling. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope that this video inspires you to set your own goals and start your own mood board journal. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be starting one and what you're focusing on for the month of January. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.